Hello everyone. Hope you are safe and healthy at home. So I have planned a lesson for you from the book Flamingo. Hope you all have collected the book. As I told you, the two prescribed books for class 12 is Flamingo and Vistas. I'll be sharing the pattern of the question paper in the WhatsApp group, but today let me just start with a short poem. That is the first poem of your syllabus, My Mother at 66, written by Kamala Das. To begin with any literary piece, we have to give an introduction, and for that I'll be dealing with it. And I request all of you to read the poem first, then come to view my lecture. Kamala Das was born in 1934 in Malabar, Kerala, and she died in 2009 in Pune. She is recognized as one of India's foremost poets. She was popularly known under the pen name Madhavi Kutty. Some of her works in English include the novel Alphabet of Last, collection of short stories, in addition to 5 books of poetry. She is a sensitive writer who captures the complex subtleties of life into her poetry as well as into her stories. And My Mother at 66 is a perfect example. Her real name before her marriage was Kamala Surya, and her mother's name was Nalapati Balamani Amma, and her father's name was V.M. Nair, and her husband's name was Madhavi Das. So this poem is about her mother, who was aging, and a realization on her part that her mother was aging and was inching close to death is all that you're going to find in this poem. Let me first read aloud the poem, and after that I will be giving you a detailed explanation of the poem. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me, doze, open-mouthed, her face ashen like that of a corpse, and realized with pain that she was as old as she looked. But soon put that thought away and looked out at young trees sprinting, the merry children spilling out of their homes. But after the airport's security check, standing a few yards away, I looked again at her, wan, pale as a late winter's moon, and felt that old familiar ache, my childhood's fear. But all I said was, "See you soon, Amma." And all I did was smile and smile and smile. So this is the poem, and you are going to read it silently. Now I'm going to give a detailed explanation line-wise. So the background of the poem is that the poetess Kamala Das was driving from her parents' home to Cochin one Friday morning, and her mother was there seated beside her in the car going to see off her daughter. So during the journey, the poetess saw her mother. She was dozing off. That means she was weak, and her mouth was open, and she was as pale and weak like that of a corpse. The meaning of corpse, you know, is a dead body, and the meaning of ashen is pale. So a dead body looks very pale, isn't it? You all must have seen it. So her mother's face was like that of a dead body, and that feeling made her very painful. And what she did, she felt that her mother was as old as she looked. She was how many years old? She was 65 years old. So she looked 65 in her appearance too. Why the poetess is making this reference? Why? Because in some cases what happens, a person looks 50 but he is actually 60. But the poetess means to say here that the poetess's mother looked exactly the same age as her appearance. Okay? When that thought came to her mind, she brushed that thought away. How did she brush that thought away? She kept that thought away by looking out of the vehicle at the trees. And the tree she is describing as young trees sprinting, the merry children spilling. The young trees as if the trees were running. Sprinting means running. In a moving vehicle, you must all be knowing, this is a scientific fact, that when you are in a moving vehicle, when you see trees going behind you, it seems as if they are running because you are in a moving vehicle. And the merry children, when you're on a moving vehicle, we see so many children on the roadside coming out of their homes to play. The children's work is to play, so they just spill out. And spill out means like running. They don't walk. I think you have observed small children. They don't walk. They just run out of their houses. They just spill out. But after the airport's security check, so they reach the airport and the mother is not allowed to see her off inside the aircraft, isn't it? So after the security check, she was standing just yards away. Then also the poetess Kamala Das, she realized that her face was wan pale. The mother's face was weak. Wan means weak, and pale, colorless, as a late winter's moon. She is comparing her mother's face then when she was standing a few yards away after the security check, and she is comparing her mother's pale and weak face to a late winter's moon. This is a simile here. The literary device used here is simile, as a late winter's moon. Why do you think late winter's moon? You know, in the winter, like, the moon is very dull. We don't see it very bright, right? And when it is late night, it is even paler. So similar is the case of the mother here. She is as pale, as colorless, as weak as the late winter's moon. And when she looked at her mother at that point of time, she felt that old familiar ache. When she looked at her mother at that point of time, that she's very weak, she's very old, she's not going to last longer, one fear of her childhood, one fear of the poetess's childhood was coming back to her, was surfacing in her now. What is that fear? During her childhood also, she was, from here we can come to know that she was quite attached to her mother. We all were so much attached to our mother. So when we are a child, like the mother goes away, we always have that fear. Especially any child will have the fear. Mother goes to the market, mother goes to the workplace, leaving the child at home. So that fear is always there. So she is comparing that fear as if it is surfacing now. This point of time, that familiar kind of fear that she refers to as childhood's fear. But all I said was, "See you soon, Amma." But she tried to hide that fear from her face because she didn't want to show that to her mother, that she is very upset, very unhappy, leaving her, yes, bidding her goodbye. All she said to her mother was, "See you soon, Amma." All I did was smile and smile and smile. She tried to hide the fact in her face that she knows very well that next time, whenever she visits her parental home, her mother will not be there to meet her, to greet her. She will be leaving this world in a very short span of time. But everything she hid it. And she's told her mother that, "I will see you soon," and with a smile on her face. Hope you all understood the point. Please go through the point, and I'll be giving you the NCERT answers also, and later we will discuss the extra question and answers in reference to the context. Please read it and complete the notes. Thank you.